Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I thought it would be fun, since the Sephora VIB sale is going on, I wanted to look back on some VIB sale wish lists that I have made over the last 2 to 3 years and see if I actually either got these items as gifts or I went ahead and purchased them myself. So I am going back to the Sephora VIB sale of 2017. I did do one last year as well, and I am planning on doing one this year just because there are fun things that I want to remind myself in the future if there are things that I actually got, or I may end up having, you know, a birthday or some sort of holiday where somebody might want to get something and they can reference those videos back as well, or for myself. So anyway, so I have a few things here that I mentioned in that video. I will link it up in the iCards if you want to originally see that video. I actually had short hair in 2017. How time flies. So anyway, before we get into that video, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alex. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Project Pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us, and now without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to go down, I wrote down everything that I mentioned in that video so we can reference it back, and if I do have it, I'm going to share it with you guys and let you guys know my thoughts, and if I don't have it anymore but I did at one point, I will also let you know about that as well. It's fun to see how things evolve, how your taste evolve, how you perceive a product when you purchase it and see how much you loved it or didn't like it, so it's always fun to do these type of videos. So the first thing I mentioned was the Ciate palette Chloe Murillo Volume 2. She had done the original one and then she ended up coming out with another one that came in like a kit. I think it came with an eyeliner or mascara. I'm not sure what it is. I wanted to get that one. I believe it was around the $50 range, $49, $50 range. I did go ahead and purchase that. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but this is one of the palettes. This is the Chloe Murillo's Pretty Fun and Fearless palette by Ciate London. So I liked it because it was a palette that had color to it, and as you guys can see, it's beautiful. Have I touched it? Absolutely not, because that's me. I am a hoarder. So I haven't touched this palette at all. I still like it. I still can see myself getting use out of it, and it honestly reminds me of a Lorac palette. I don't want to swatch it because I want to preserve it so when I'm ready to use it, I can, and if not, I can give it away brand new if that comes to it. But I do like it. I still do. There is nothing wrong with it. I can't say I regret it 100%. It's a shame because at the time in 2017, I still had not done the low buy, no buy, reevaluating my purchases. I only had been out of work for a year, so I was still new to this whole being at home kind of thing. And at this point, I don't think I would have purchased this palette solely because I already have a lot of palettes. And as you guys can see, at that moment, I would only buy palettes to collect, and that was my deal. But I do like it. I'm happy I have it. I will eventually use it, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I don't see anything wrong with these colors. These colors, this is an actual nice colorful palette or color in here that could go nice for a work appropriate type of palette. So I have the first one. Yes, I went ahead and purchased it. I don't even know if I've ever shown that to you guys. That might have been the first time. Now the second thing I did mention was Hourglass blushes, and I think I've mentioned them over and over and over, and you may hear me mention them in a future video as well. There was 3 blushes in that video that I mentioned. There was the Brilliant Nude, Mood Exposure, and Euphoric Fusion. Those blushes have not made it to my my whole entire collection at all. I still love them, you guys. There is nothing wrong with those blushes. I still crave them. I still like them. I still think that I would enjoy them in my collection. I have pared down my blushes quite a bit throughout the last year and a half. Do I need more blushes? Absolutely not. I need more blushes like I need a bullet in my head. It's ridiculous. Would I appreciate them if I got them? I think I would at this point, but I don't, it kills me because I still want them. That's something that still hasn't left. Those blushes, because I know how well the formula is. I own a few already and I truly enjoy them. I think that how my mindset has changed, I think I would get use out of them more. I would definitely get rid of other ones in order for these to come into my collection, but I'm not buying them. At least I'm not purchasing them, but I still, if I were to get them as gifts, I think I still would have absolutely loved them. Even till this day, they're still beautiful, everyday, neutral type of blushes. I still like them. I still do. That want, that love, that feeling about wanting to get them is still there. After 2 years, you guys, I still would like those blushes in my collection, and I'm shocked that at this point I have yet to purchase one of them. And I know they're like $40 a piece, so that's probably what it's holding me back, because that's $120 on just 3 blushes. So I'm pacing myself. We'll see if one day I will ever get there. Moving on to the next thing I mentioned was another Hourglass palette. This was limited edition and it was the Hourglass highlighting palette. I had mentioned that I wanted it the year before. I regretted not accepting the Trio Blush holiday edition one that they had come out with, which I still kick myself in the rear end for not saying yes, go ahead and get it for me for Christmas. But I did. I ended up saying yes to the metallic strobe one. This is the Hourglass one. I know it's very reflective. This is the highlighting one. I did end up getting this as a gift. That Christmas 2017 is when I got this for Christmas from my mom. I have used this quite a bit. It doesn't look like I've used it, but I really have. You guys can probably see a little bit of usage on there. It's beautiful. It's everything that I like in highlighters. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. My feelings for it and towards it have not changed. Would I have changed my mind at this point about it? No. This one most probably yes, because my mindset has changed about the collecting thing. But as far as this, I think the quality is still great. I'm very happy. It's a smaller pan. These have lasted me a long time. I've used this religiously for a very long time and I still have not seen really any dents in here. It'll take me a long time, but I still feel like the quality is really good. Hourglass does really nice face powders and I like this one and I do not regret this 100% asking for it as a gift. I didn't purchase it myself. It was a gift. I still wouldn't let it go. You know how it's easier to let go of things that you yourself didn't spend the money on, but this is not one of those. This I would have a very hard time letting go of. I'd rather let go of other face palettes that I have over this one. All right, moving on. The next product that I have is something that was on my wish list for quite a while as well. And this one did not make it into my collection until I think it was the end of last year. I remember doing a special trip with Mr. Man to a specific Sephora over an hour away, and they had the last one, and it so happened that I had a gift card, and it all worked out. So technically it was kind of like a gift because it was a gift card I didn't really spend my money on. This is the Dior 002 highlighter. So here it is right here. I remember sharing this with you guys in a haul, so this should not be no surprise. I actually have not used it yet. I wanted this for so long and I have yet to put a brush into it. Again, my mindset even about a little over a year ago was still collecting. I think I got this around October of last year, so it might have been a year by now. I was just getting into the understanding of what it is to enjoy your makeup regardless of what it is. I do have dupes of this in a drugstore version. I will use this. Now that it is the winter time, I can start using it again if I want to. This doesn't really work for me in the summer. When I first purchased this one, I still was in heaven with it. I didn't want to touch it. And then by the time that I've accepted the fact that I wasn't a collector, I'm trying not to be a collector, the summer had come. It wasn't going to work for me. So now that we're back into where more of my natural skin tone, I think I can get use out of it now. I will enjoy it. I don't have that fear of it looking precious and pristine. I want to get use out of it, or I eventually get to it and then I only use it for a few months because it went bad or the formula wasn't as great, and then I have a bad taste in my mouth of a product that is not its fault because I just refuse to use it right away. So I did get this, you guys. I'm sure I shared this with you guys last year, so this should not be a surprise, but this one was on my radar. It's Drea's favorite highlighter and that just made me want it even more because it looks so beautiful on her. She still loves it and I'm very happy I listened to her because I do like this one as well. I know I haven't touched it, but I'm pretty sure I love it. Even looking at it, I know it's going to work beautifully. So I did have some lip products in that video, and if you guys watched that video, I did also mention that I was trying not to buy any lip products, and I have been doing so good. So even in 2017, I know I started my no buy lip products in 2016 is when I decided. Once I had quit my job in 2016, I said no more lip products. And since then, it's been a little thing here and there, but you guys, I've been doing so good with it. I'm at a point where I don't care about the latest lip product, and I want to get like that with makeup, where in general I just want to get what I enjoy and not have to have the latest or the trendiest thing. And I've gotten there with lip products and I'm so proud of myself. At that time, I wanted my Smashbox Out Loud and then a nude. I ended up getting both. The nude one was a gift that holiday season. My mom ended up getting that one for me. I did use it and ended up drying out. I did declutter it in 2018, which was last year. For my birthday last year, I decided to allow myself one lip product, and that was Out Loud. And that's the only lip product. That is the last time I've purchased a lip product, period. Was last year for my birthday, and it was kind of like a give me. This is the one I genuinely wanted. I did not get it in 2017 when I wanted it, so I went ahead and got it for myself. You guys have seen this. I have done multiple videos on this one. I have used it. I have loved it. It still works perfectly fine. I cannot rave about this shade. The shade is what I love the most about it. It can get a little bit drying, but it is such a beautiful color. I'm happy with it. I wanted it since 2017. I ended up getting it 6 months after I made that video roughly, and then I still have it a year and a half later. And it's still working fine, and I still have the same feelings for it. This is what I want when I buy things in general, of any type of area in my makeup, is if I want something, I really think about it, and when I buy it, as years go on and it's still working fine, I want to still look at the product and really say I love it still. And that's how I feel about this lip product. The last lip product I purchased, and I feel so good about it. I love it. I still enjoy it. I actually wanted to wear it today, but told myself, no, Alex, don't wear it today. You keep using it too much. Use other things. But I'm happy I have it. I genuinely am loving it, and I do not regret it one bit. Last but not least was the YSL Couture Liquid Matte Stain. Now these were something that caught my attention because Drea had owned 2 of them, I believe, or 2 or 3. They look beautiful. They kind of remind me of like that gel type of consistency. They were more of a staining product and not so much of a liquid lipstick. And the colors that she chose were beautiful. The actual applicator was a little bit different than your traditional applicator. Have I had any of these? No, I've never purchased any of them. Would I consider, here's the deal, and this is why I like doing these videos. At this moment, I don't feel the need that I still want it. I don't have that urge of wanting it. Would I be upset if it was gifted to me or somebody else had purchased it for me? No, I actually would not, because I know that the formula would be good. It's just that my mindset has changed. Not so much me not wanting the specific product, it's my mindset on lip products that has changed, and that's why at this point I don't want them. I'm not buying them out of my own pocket. If I were to get them as a gift, it's a different story. I would appreciate it. I would use it. But for me to spend my money on it, I would not. I would not at this point, but I still think it's a great product. It has been forgotten. There has been so many releases that I'm pretty sure some of you guys even forgot what this was about. I even forgot about them, to be honest with you, until I referenced this video right here. So my mind has changed on them. I don't think the product itself is bad, or have heard bad reviews that I don't want it. It's just me as a person who wants lip products. My mind has changed in that sense. All right, you guys, so that is it. That's all that I had as my wish list in 2017. Stay tuned. I will be doing a Sephora wish list coming up, as well as a Christmas wish list in general of what it is that I've been eyeing overall. I know that the Sephora VIB sale is currently happening. I have yet to purchase anything, zero, for myself. I have actually purchased things for Christmas, but not for me. I was tempted a few times to add a few things into my cart, but I said, no, Alex, stick to your low buy. You're doing so well. You're almost done. You guys, I'm almost done my low buy. In December 1st. My low buy ends, and I will do a whole video on what I plan to do in the future and everything else, but I'm very happy. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will link all of these down in the description box if they're still available. You guys can check them out for yourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until then, bye guys.